What's up guys, Super Ninja here, back at it again, and today I am doing a back to end of summer video, and today's video will be stuff you should be thinking about for GCSE. Whether you start in year 10 or year 11, most students in Wales are in year 10, others in year 11, others might retake later, but yeah. But these are the things you should be thinking about when you start GCSEs. First of all, you should be getting folders. You're going to be doing revision. The folders you will need aren't going to be as strict, but still you will need folders. So yeah, stuff such as all the important subjects, all your subjects you do, you'll need folders for. Has to stand for £1, like it's A4 folders, you don't need them. And I recommend getting a pack of 10 or 20 dividers for each folder. Yeah. Some might come with dividers, but that's the way you get it from. You can get a folder from anywhere for £1. Yeah. You don't need those fancy folders. Obviously, if you like the fancy folders, you can get them, but yeah, you don't need them. So yeah. This is my science stuff. I've got here science, like some of these have just been completely destroyed now. I've got like tons of revision stuff in here from all 3 sciences. So I had all my science stuff in here. In case I might put my candidate number in here, not showing you. But, yeah. As you can see, it's my science one, the whole folder's completely ruined, but yeah. So that's why I used to take it to school with me sometimes, just if I had a science lesson, whatever. And I just put so much revision in it. This was all from my science though. If you are quite busy, then just don't. For what I did, I had one folder for every so many subjects. So I might have all my options in one. I might have multiple. I'll have English and Maths in one, all 3 sciences in one, like you saw there. All the other mandatory subjects in another. It's just a vary. You can either do that, or if you have the space, you have the room, you have the money, you can get one for each subject. So yeah. Next of all, you are going to need a time schedule. You're going to need to plan your times out. So, if you need to have don't worry for here till Christmas. I think from, February onwards, you are going to need to worry a little bit from revision. So, yeah. You might need revision books. Just use online sources. Yeah. Whether that's, I don't know, stuff, whatever. BBC Bite Size, the WGCSE, which is the exam body in Wales, they do books, or there's officially licensed books by them. Obviously, there'll be official and unofficial books from your exam board, but yeah, you should do that. And yeah, don't try and do whatever, just do what you can. So yeah, you can use, obviously I recommend you have something like an iPad or laptop to use. or maybe your mobile phone, um, obviously an alternative, but you won't remember the information as well, is if you use like a laptop, tablet, whatever, or laptop, store it all on the cloud. It's not as good. Obviously, if you're doing ICT, then yeah, stuff, but yeah, you should do that. Use that. So I kind of went half and half on it. So some revision I do on the computer, others I do on paper. But if you want to keep it there for a bit, and you can put. The same goes with A levels as well as university. But yeah, hopefully. Okay. You should also be getting a USB hard drive. If you do a lot of ICT type work for your course, then you're gonna need to. You will need a flash drive to take, documents to and from home. Yeah. Or if your school uses something like Google Cloud where all your work's on there, you log in and just can finish it on there. School I went to use Office 365, which is another free one. You can use that. That's alright. But yeah, it's up to you. Next of all, hole puncher, maybe stapler as well. Obviously, if you're gonna get already hole punch paper, don't bother really. If you aren't though, and just can get like plain paper or paper from booklet, get a hole puncher. There'll only be like £1 from the pound shop or whatever, Poundland, wherever it is. Yeah. Do not get plastic wallets. I tried that first. Yeah, maybe get a pack of 50, but only if it's absolutely necessary, such as for exam papers. At the beginning. I went to the plastic wallet option, and I just could not see any of my dividers. It was all plastic wallets. It was difficult to get stuff out. Don't go for the plastic wallet option. It's just, yeah. Get a hole punch or get hole punched paper. Obviously, if you're doing art, then I recommend just getting some plain paper from Asda or wherever. Someone will sell them cheap. But yeah, obviously an alternative is those wallet folders that you just stick stuff in it. Yeah, but we don't really use them. Who uses it? Like, I don't. But yeah. I did get a pack that has the paper, but it's more of that. You get an Asda paper. No, it's not that. It's not really that cheap. It is kind of expensive for printer paper. Yeah. Yeah, if you need stuff for a printer, yeah, go ahead. Which leads me on to my next thing. You should get a printer. I've never had a printer. It's just too much, I think, really, for me to have. I've always drew diagrams and all that. And when it comes to printing stuff, I just did it in school during my breaks, lunch hours, and yeah. really all I used was that just to be warned, if you was like me and you're in a resource unit with one of those teachers that snaps you for everything, just be prepared to be shouted at a lot. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, you print one question out, yes, they will do that. I was in that. I was in one of those units that was like had the teachers that go, "I only print so much out, It's your qualification. If you need a whole paper, you get a whole paper. If you don't need the whole past paper, you don't need the whole past paper. At the end of the day, unless they're a specialist in that subject, then you know what you're doing and you know what you're going to do with it. That's why I recommend, if you are going to get do past paper stuff, do it at home. If you can't, then go to the local library or do it or do it in your lunch hours, break times, whatever. Just don't let anyone catch you. Now, if you're on what if I have detention that hour and it's today for my exam? Well, just do it in your break time, Yeah, although, unless it was like how my school used to work is that it was tutor time, which is like 4 whatever, lessons 1, 2, break 3, lunch 4, 5. So say you get a detention lesson 3, and you didn't know about it, obviously, just don't worry. You can always go back after. If you walk home, then just go back after school. They won't care really. If you have to wait for people, then go ahead. Yeah, they can't stop you. Yeah, they want you to be off site, but there's nothing that can stop you. Most of the time there's a member of staff in school, like Mark and whatever, but you can always just go into a room on your own or with a couple of friends. Just do it that way. It's nothing that that can't be fixed. I've had to do it loads, not because I've got lunchtime restoratives or detentions, whatever. It's because I might have forgotten at lunchtime, or I've wanted to do it and it was in the last couple of lessons. I've done it, and hopefully. Last thing, don't take your folders to school unless the school say they will not supply books for you, which is very rare. You need to look up if it's mandatory for schools to supply books. Then just go ahead and don't take your folder. Do not take the folder. If you are doing a course, which means all your work has to be put in your books, your folders and all that. So get a day folder. Another revision YouTuber, Eve Bennett, or Revision with Eve. She did it when she was doing her A levels. I'm thinking about doing it as well, because I might have to retake English GCSE, so I might stick a day folder in, but I do a different day, so yeah. But do that, it's really good. So a day folder in, which has your timetable in it, your maybe not your exam results, but like your predicted grades and your reports and all that in it. Unless your parents are like that and go, me, I need to have a look at your report, and it stays in my little place of letters, and then these one you have to take back to school with you. Which you can always just photocopy it then, can't you? the school can't do anything, can they? Yeah. But at the age you guys will be at now, your parents won't ask for your report. My nan does, but that's because she's old fashioned. But yeah. Also, make sure you also have your, you have at least one for each paper in it as well. So, I recommend you get that paper from Poundland. You can get like a pack of 300 for £2. That just recommends putting all them in there and then sorting out your folder afterwards. So yeah. I think that is gonna be it. I might do one last one back to school. But I think if I don't, the next school related video will be my first day of college. So get ready with me and stuff like that. Because with the pandemic, I wanted to start doing vlogs again, but I haven't been able to with the pandemic. So I'll try and start up I'll try and get the vlog started again, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. This is. I think that's gonna be it then. I've rammed on for way too much now. So yeah, this is Super Ninja here going dark. Good night.